Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. If you're watching this, please hit the subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. It would help us out a lot. Stay tuned. We got a lot more for you in this episode. Thanks for watching. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy, what is it, April 5th? April 5th. It's about 10:13 in the morning. And we are getting going here on Project Save Big Red. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's our 2003 Dodge Ram dually diesel. My dad bought this truck new in 2003, sold it, and then bought it back. Just randomly found it by pure happenstance. And so the reason we're doing this and what we're doing is a frame swap. So the frame on Big Red, let me show you here, is rotted out, okay? Right above that axle here. Right there. Alright, so as you can see, there's other rust, you know, things of that nature. There's issues, but great truck that really just needs a new frame, which would be this guy. So we've got a new frame. This frame is off the same, it's a 2003 Dodge Ram 3500 dually diesel is what came out of this frame. We picked this up about 6 months ago. It's been pour 15'd. It's also been painted with acrylic enamel, gloss black. So this is going under that. Now this truck's in really good shape for what it is. It's 2003. It's the it's a Laramie 4-wheel drive HO Cummins with I think it's 305 horse and 550 torque. And it runs great. We are going to rebuild the transmission just because it's got 200-something thousand miles on it and it needs it. So at some point we'll be doing that. But yeah, really the issue with this truck is the frame. So we need to be able to pull big things like my fifth wheel back here, the Grand Design reflection, car trailer, so on and so forth. So with that in mind, here we are. So what we need to do today, step one was to get the bumper off, which Ron got off this morning already. It's sitting back here. And now we need to get the bed off. And that's going to be a delicate dance, I think. But I think it's totally doable. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. I don't think the bed's ever been off, has it? No. Yeah, no, it's never been off, so it should be interesting. Good news. The bed had a cap on it most of its life and a bed liner, so it's not destroyed or anything. It's actually in really good shape. So that's the plan today, which means we got to move all these cars and all the things here and get this to where we're going to loosen up. We're going to get the bed free and loose, and then we're going to drive the truck back here, and we're going to take our engine hoist and probably some other stuff, lift the bed up, drive out from under it, set it down on probably 4x4s and either concrete blocks or sawhorses, and then we'll go from there. So that's where we're at right now. If we get any farther, I'll let you know and I'll bring all this to you. I'll definitely have the camera rolling when we take the bed off and stuff so you guys can see that. It should be wild. But yeah, that's where we're at. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay guys, welcome back. So here's where we're at. It is 11:21, so it's been about an hour. What we've got done, got the tail lights out, both sides. All the wiring unhooked here that goes to the actual tail lights, the corner markers and all that. So the wiring's coming from the frame, but anything that connects from the frame to the bed you got to unhook. And that's this stuff here. So we got all that off. By a pure act of God, we were able to get, you can see it right there, both of the rear bed bolts that hold the bed to the frame. The rear ones are off. There's 4 total. 2 of them are out. We haven't tried the fronts yet. Ron's, you can see him laying under there. We're gonna go after that next. Now it took this breaker bar with that pipe and then the impact, but we got it. So basically what we did is we slowly and carefully broke it free with the breaker bar, and then got a couple turns on it where you could actually turn it without all your strength, and then hit it with the big impact, and that worked. So you guys are going to be doing something like this. That's how I recommend doing it, because otherwise I think you just break them off or strip them if you just try to just put an impact on it. I think you kind of need, especially if they haven't been out since in 20 something years, you know, 2003, never been out of the truck since it left the factory, you know, be gentle. But yeah, so far so good, guys. We got the taillights sitting here, and we're not that far from this bed coming off of here. So we get these front bolts out. I'm sure I've got to unhook some wiring probably up front maybe. And we'll probably have to unhook the gas filler neck and all of that. And then we'll kind of pull this thing over to the side yard and figure out how we're going to take it off. So stay tuned. There's a whole lot more fun going to happen today. But I just want to give you guys an update. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, welcome back. So it is 11:51. And we have had some really good luck, actually. So there's 6 bolts holding the bed on, not 4. There's 2 in the back here. There's 2 kind of here, right? Then there's 2 here. Now, these 2 on both sides came out, and these 2 came out. So 4 of the 6 have actually come out without breaking or stripping. These are the bolts. They're 18 millimeters. So the problem we got now is, I'll show you. Let me show you. The pocket right here. So inside of there is the bolt. You can actually see the bolt right there. Problem is getting there, because Ron welded all this bracketry to it for the truck camper. So to the pocket. So we're gonna get some sawzall blades and a short 18 socket, and we're gonna get that off. But you see the patch he did on the frame? This is where it's rotted here, up and under there, so on. So anyway, guys, you can see it right there. Yeah, so we're doing that. So we're gonna run to Harbor Freight real quick, pick up that socket and some sawzall blades, and we will be right back. Stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, welcome back. So here's where we're at. 5 of the 6 bolts on that hold the bed to the frame are out. Everything on the driver's side is out. I've also removed the 3 screws that hold the gas filler deal here and slid it down, so we should be okay there. All the wires are unhooked, taillights are out, bumpers off, all of that. I can lift the bed up on that side. So right now, Big Ron is finishing up cutting, let's see where, this thing off. So once he gets that cut off, which is almost there, then we'll be winning, because he's got 1 bolt up there, right up top there, and that's what we got left. Once that comes off, then we need to move the Chrysler and get everything kind of set up back here. Get the hoist out. A whole lot of work happens at that point. But so far, 5 of the 6 bolts have actually broken free and come out without too much of a fight. So that's encouraging. The more we're under here, the more we realize that this frame was worse than we thought. Really happy we're doing this. Just finding more and more rust. I mean, you get this kind of stuff, right? Just piles of rust all over the ground where we're cutting. anytime we make any vibrations or anything, rust is falling out, you know. So yeah. And what really killed this, just so we're all on the same page, the guy that bought this from my dad traded this in, and then a guy bought it from the dealership. And what he did, this was in Kentucky, and this guy would take a Sea-Doo he would tow a Sea-Doo with this, which is almost a joke, but he'd take it down to Lake Cumberland in Kentucky, big lake in Kentucky, and he would basically put it in and out, and water got up in this, and he would go four-wheeling in it and this, that, and the other, and it got water trapped in the frame, and that's what did it. It's got holes in the frame where water can get in the sides and the top, but there's no holes on the bottom for it to get out, so it just sat in there and rotted. And so we didn't have this problem when we traded it in. This happened over 10 years, I guess. But that's where we're at. And another issue was you're not supposed to weld on these frames because of the coating that's on them. You know, he welded all kinds of shit to it, all these brackets and everything, and that was not helpful. So when we put all this back on, we're going to bolt it back on, not weld it on. So it'll be more user-friendly for the frame. So anywho's, guys, Big Ron just got back. We're going to chop suey that other bracket off. It looks like this. This is what we're cutting off. This is the one from the driver's side. And then we'll be able to kind of get going here. So, but so far, hey, 4, there's another one here, 5 of the 6 bed bolts came out. So that's just incredible. So we're really happy so far. Just see where we get here. So it's 2:31, and this side's done as far as we know, and this side is almost done. So another 30 minutes, an hour, we should have this completely off and done, and depending on how much it wants to fight us, we should be able to lift this bed up and down, at least move it, and then it's time to figure out the engine hoist and how to get this off of here. So I'll have you guys set up on a tripod when we do this over here, so you guys can watch us hopefully not fail, and we'll go from there. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, so we've got all the bolts out. The bed is loose. So now we're going to try to lift it off here in a minute. This is what we did. We got 4 ratchet straps with a hook in the middle. We're going to hook it with the engine hoist and try to get it up in the air enough to drive the truck out from under it and see where that goes. So stay tuned. We're going to figure this all out here in a minute. We're going to dig out the engine hoist. It's up there somewhere. Then we're going to bring it over here. We're going to figure all this out right here. I'm going to set the camera up on a tripod so you guys can watch this whole debacle, and almost said disaster. And we're going to try to get this thing up in the air and get it done. So stay tuned. Here comes the fun part. Okay, boys, here we go. So Big Ron's going to back up. We got the engine hoist sitting here, all hooked up. We're going to try to lift this off. I can't promise you it won't be a shit show, but we're going to see what we can do. So stay tuned, you get to watch. It should be fun. Hey, take your front. Keep your butt. Keep the ass right here. Good. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Looking good. Yeah, keep coming. Stop. How's this look for you guys? Does it look crazy? Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. Let's get stupid. Drop it down a little bit.
How you doing? Scared the shit out of me. What is that? Hold on, let me get out. Honestly, if you wanted to do the board thing, right? Yeah, we ran the board across like we did the thing. Do we have long enough boards to do that? I can lift it up.
I wonder why the straps just aren't made for that. God damn it, I got the right thing. I just don't know where it's at. Now, we could pick it up with just a little more. I want to see if anything else. Make sure our
Well, so far we broke one strap, boys. That's fun. A little more?
yeah, I could stand here while how high we got to go on this wheel.
If we did it slowly, I could probably clear the front here.
Huh?
I could probably clear. You watch, I'll drive. Sound good?
Yeah. I think I can tilt this up. We'll just hope it don't fall on the ground. Ready? Yeah. Be loud.
Okay. Hold it, hold it. Okay. Hold it. Okay. Hold it. Good? Okay. Where you at? Yeah. Hold on for a minute. Before it hits the tire. Oh, okay, go. Hey, huh? We gotta move that. Yeah. Let's go. Just take it easy. Let's try to get something under it. Right.
Well, that was fun, boys. So now we're there. Now we just got to get this situated to where it doesn't do something stupid. So
I'd say now I'll get a 4x4. Maybe.
I can take it back up a little, and we can move one to the front, one to the back.
The only problem is with this. Yeah, we're, and I got 2 more of these.
2 more saw horses? Where are they at?
We have to dig them out, but we're good now.
I still have the horse.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go find a couple more saw horses. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. So you've made it this far. That's amazing. But I think most of the fun stuff was at the end. So I'm going to show you why we're doing a frame swap on Big Red, because now you can see it, and this is the first time we've actually been able to really see it. So let me show you here. This is Big Red's frame. Look at all the rot. Down through there, there, up in here, just no bueno. Down there, across here, you know, it's flaking apart. Not great. Now this probably helped. It didn't hurt us. But, you know, this is rotted off here. And you get back here and it's pretty rough. That's rusted through there. Kind of get the idea, right? More rot on all the spare tire stuff. More. It's just, you know, it's an old truck. 2003, right there with the shock mounts. Now this is where the real carnage is. So you can see all of this. It's really thin here. This is the plate we put on because it's completely cracked there and all the way down to there. So from there to there is completely cracked, and we welded this plate in to try to salvage it. So this right here is why we're doing a frame swap. Now our crazy asses are going to try to figure out how to get this cab off next. That's the next step. So tomorrow you will see us taking off the trailer hitch, the fifth wheel hitch, and installing it over here. That will probably happen because it needs to. You will see us take the hood off of this truck, the front bumper, the headlights. All of that will come off tomorrow, and we will start figuring out what we need to do from there. So to get this cab off, we know getting the cab bolts out should be relatively easy because we've had them out before. Never had the cab off, but the steps mount to them and so on, so should be not terrible. And then you know, things to do. So that's where we're at. We're going to be working next towards getting this cab up onto a dolly that we're going to have to build, and then out of the way somewhere, and that's still to be determined. And then from there it's just start unbolting and bolting onto here. So this frame is the same as that frame. Now there's just a whole lot of work left, so should be interesting. We're going to do some pretty trick stuff to the suspension and everything on here, as far as cleaning it up, painting it. Everything that comes off of here will be treated, pour 15'd and painted, and then put on here. Kind of like we were doing a street rod, right? It's going to be the same kind of deal. You're going to take it, you're going to fix it up the best you can. If it needs bushings or bearings or any of that kind of thing, we'll do them, and then we will right onto here. And that's the idea. And we're going to spray an Eastwood coating inside of this frame. It's kind of a nozzle that goes in and it sprays like this, and it coats the inside of the frame. So we're going to do that to this one still. I got to order that. But yeah, guys, you know, we can drop the gas tank. We can do a lot of things. Now here's the one thing we can't do, which is make this truck immovable at the moment, because we got to pull the Cummins out of it. Well, maybe we can. I don't know. We'll figure it out. At some point, we got to get this cab up, and then we got to pull a diesel. But we got to have enough room in front of the truck to get the engine hoist in there. But we'll figure it out. We can always roll it back, I guess. Things to figure out. But that's where we're at so far. Not a bad start. This frame looks like shit and will be just cut up and gotten rid of. And then this beautiful beast will go right under that. And it should look like $1 million. We're going to do a lot of stuff.
I'm not going to go over it just yet, but we're gonna ease our way in, just on the off chance that something crazy happens and we don't get to do it. But I'm gonna try to hot rod this truck up a little bit aesthetically. You know, as far as the painting the suspension, maybe the banks rear end cover, that kind of thing. Clean up the exhaust, maybe put a coating on it. An Eastwood coating, I did that on the exhaust for here and it's worked out really well. And you know, stuff like that. It's going to stick with the same wheels and tires, same steps for the most part, I think. Same gas tank, drive shaft, exhaust, all going to stay. None of that's changing. Where this might get a little interesting is when we get to the motor and the transmission. We need to rebuild the transmission. I mean, it works, obviously. You just saw me drive it. It doesn't have any real issues. It's just got high miles. How many miles are on this? Like 260?
No, like 230 something.
230 something thousand, which, you know, is a lot for, you know, a 48 RE.
But it was babied most.
Yeah, but it's been babied and just highway driven mostly. So, and it's never actually pulled heavy. The only thing it's really had that was truly heavy was the truck camper in the bed. But that's a little different than pulling, you know, a monster. So anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom, and we will be right back at you tomorrow to start taking this apart.